Hey, Viking fans, the Green Bay Packers should be afraid, very afraid, and I'm going to tell you why next in 3, 2, 1. Gather around, Viking fans. This is Skull World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook, Skull World. Make sure you hit subscribe, like, and leave a comment. It's not too late to join my contest. You just got to subscribe, like, and comment. You can do it on past videos. I'm giving away, right now, $60, hopefully more by the time game time kickoff starts. You can still enter any one of my videos. Any comment, you can just type Skull, you're entered. Let's do it. Let's win some money. Let's beat the Packers. Skull Vikings. Now let me talk about why the Packers should be afraid. Very afraid. And that's because of my boys, Danielle Hunter and Za'Darius Smith. I can't fit them. They're so big, I can't fit them in this little square I got here. But hey, this is Za'Darius Smith's story. You know, he's drafted Baltimore Ravens, doesn't start a game his first year, 5.5 sacks. Second year, starts 4 games, 1 sack. 2017, starts 4 games, 3.5 sacks. Then 2018, starts 8 games, 8.5 sacks. Gets out of town, goes to the Mike Pettin Green Bay Packers defense, blows up, starts 6 games, plays in 6 games, starts in 6 games, 13.5 sacks. That's awesome. He is a Viking right now because Mike Pettin was on our team, and he's the guy that got that type of production out of him and got him to start. He wasn't even starting barely for the Ravens. But now, with the Packers, he 13.5 sacks. He also upped his tackle production, the most he ever had, 55. The next year, he followed up with 52 tackles, 12.5 sacks. What his tackle for losses is, this list doesn't have them. But right now, he has 44.5 sacks on his career. Now keep in mind, playing outside linebacker. Now, with Green Bay Packers last year, he got hurt. And then he got dissed by the Packers. He says people in the hallway didn't even ask him how he was doing ever. You know, that kind of stuff might rub you the wrong way. And then they release you because they don't want to pay you $18.5 million. Did you even bother asking him if you'd take less or extend the contract, work something out with you? No, they didn't think he was good enough. Or was that important to the team that they said, see ya. He says they didn't even talk to him in the hallways. Then they say, see ya. We don't even want to work out a contract with you. And then we are the beneficiaries of it, and we got him at a bargain. And it's not even really that much of a guaranteed contract. We could be out really quick with this contract. But my guess is that he's going to show us tomorrow. Well, sorry, today. Show us today what he's all about, and he'll show us what he wants to do to the Green Bay Packers. In comparison, Danielle Hunter. Make sure I got Danielle Hunter here. Drafted, remember, there's a whole. He had very little production sack-wise in college. He comes to us. He's behind Robeson and Everson Griffith. Gets 6 sacks. Played in 14 games. Well, for some reason, the NFL didn't say how many he started. 12.5 sacks his second year with the Vikings. Awesome. 16 games played. 54 tackles. 2017, 44 tackles, 7 sacks. Then he blows up. 2018, 68 tackles, 14.5 sacks. 2019, 67 tackles, 14 and a half sacks. 2020 gets hurt. You know, gets a, ruptured, I think, vertebrae sac or whatever it was called. 2020 gone. He had set the record for the fastest to 50 sacks in a career, 7th NFL record. Comes back in 2021, looks great, is leading the team in sacks, up there on the whole NFL, 7 games, 37 total tackles. He was having a monster year, 6 sacks. He was looking amazing. Tears his pectoral. Not a career-ending injury, guys. He was willing to rework his contract instead of forcing a trade or forcing to get cut. I know it's built in. You could just renegotiate a contract, no problem. He didn't take a pay cut, got more money up front. But what made him happy is they brought a friend who you met at a Pro Bowl a few years back, and they hit it off, and now they're like best friends. They're like best friends now. Za'Darius Smith, the vocal leader, and Danielle Hunter, the wallflower, basically. Now, neither of these guys look like it, but they're monsters. They're monsters. They do look like it. What am I talking about? These guys look like they're going to eat your lunch, take your lunch money every day for the week. I don't know. The Packers should be afraid, very afraid of these two. Za'Darius Smith Instagram tweeting out or whatever, saying meet at the quarterback, which is what was brought from the purple people, eaters of old. He wants to reignite that. He wears a t-shirt. I want to buy one. What the hell? Meet at the quarterback. Danielle Hunter is going to be so flexible in this defense. I think he can put his hand on the ground when we need him. Stand up on early downs. He'll get after the quarterback from either position. He says he loves standing up. He thinks it gives him an advantage. And wouldn't he? Especially if he's got to go against a tight end blocking him. We have now made such a mismatch having Za'Darius Smith and Danielle Hunter going up against tight ends, chip blocking, whatever, man. It's insane what could happen with both these guys. Now, keep in mind, Za'Darius Smith was petting when he was Green Bay. He was moving him up and down the line against the center. So putting these guys against their weakest blocker, these guys can be anywhere on the field. Because you know why? Because Hicks and Kendricks can be anywhere on the field. They can play outside linebacker, inside, wherever. You can move Danielle inside. You can move Za'Darius Smith inside. Hell, there was a time when Danielle Hunter came in and played D-tackle to mix things up a little bit. Danielle Hunter can play anywhere on that front. Anywhere on that front. And so could Za'Darius Smith. These guys are going to have a heyday, I think, against the Packers tomorrow. Especially when they're might be missing a guard. Might be missing their tackle, their left tackle. Even then, they're maybe not even playing at 100% and could leave the game at any time. These guys are going to hunt tomorrow. They're going to eat. They're going to ask for seconds and thirds. They're going to disrupt the Packers' offensive line. I know it. I can feel it. And you know it. And you can feel it. That's it for this one. This is Skull World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm Dave. Make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment. The rules are in the description below. Skull Vikings. Let's go Za'Darius. Let's go Hunter. Go Vikings. Skull Vikings. Let's go purple. Cue the music. Thank you Viking fans, for listening. Make sure you catch my other episodes. Also, make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Skol Vikes.